Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching Nest News live from the Student Union. I'm Gabrielle Forbes.
And I'm Austin Thielen. Coming up on today's show,
a truck crash takes out a traffic light.
The attempted sexual assault person of interest has been named.
The University of South Florida Board of Trustees approves Limayem.
An increased spike in Lendwing visitors.
The Student Government Senate elections contested and canceled.
An update on the Israel and Hamas ceasefire.
An update on the U.S. government shutdown.
And of course, your weekly weather and sports updates. So stay tuned and enjoy the show.
On Wednesday night, October 22nd, a truck crash took out a traffic light post at the intersection between UNF Drive and Eco Road. A black Toyota Tundra appeared to collide with the post, leaving it lying across the roadway. A UPD dispatcher confirmed that there were injuries reported in the incident. As per an email sent to students, this will affect traffic and drivers will be detoured throughout the weekend. Motorists approaching UNF Drive from lots 14 or 18 on Eco Road will only be able to turn right on UNF Drive and will not be able to go straight or turn left. Motorists approaching from UNF Drive from I-295 will only be able to go straight on UNF Drive or turn left onto Eco Road and will not be able to turn right. This is a developing story, so keep an eye on Spinnaker's website for more details as they come.
The UNF Police Department has identified a person of interest in the recent attempted sexual assault that occurred near campus on the evening of October 6th. According to a campus alert sent last Friday, October 23rd, the man is 55 years old, white male, Joshua Short Jones. Police are still looking for the suspect pictured on screen and urge anyone with information about Jones or the incident to contact UPD at 904-620-2800 for non-emergencies. And people can also submit anonymous tips through the UPD's Silent Witness program.
University of North Florida President Moez Limayem, the recently named sole finalist for the University of South Florida presidency, has been approved by the USF Board of Trustees to be the next president of the university. At the UNF BOT meeting, Limayem was interviewed about his time serving as UNF's president and how he approached state-regulated DEI changes. He mentioned that "I am committed to all faculty and students. Student success should be everyone's goal and will always be a top priority." In one of his responses to the BOT, Limayem mentioned his initiative to implement a mandatory civil discourse workshop that all students will be required to take. He said that as universities worldwide, we don't do well at teaching civil discourse. People argue, people talk over each other without even trying to understand each other, and in some cases, people are killing each other. After Limayem's interview, the board discussed why Limayem stepped outside. They acknowledged his extensive efforts and success while he served as UNF president. In an email to the USF community from the USF BOT, Limayem is praised as a strong leader who creates a clear vision for organization. Now that USF unanimously approved Limayem's appointment, the Florida Board of Governors must confirm the decision before he can take office. According to a university spokesperson, UNF does not currently have information regarding a presidential search.
This semester, the UNF Lendwing food pantry run by the student government has seen a massive spike in visitors as compared to last year. According to the pantry's advisor, Madison Smith, the number of students who visit Lendwing more than doubled. Smith said the increase may be due to the increased cost of living and the destigmatization of using the free pantry. Smith notes that students have become more comfortable spreading the word about Lendwing to their friends. Despite the forming lines outside of the pantry, UNF students Romaine Bennett does think that the pantry is keeping up with student demands. "I was in the elevator on Wednesday with several students who also came from the pantry, and we were talking about being able to get enough groceries for the week," Bennett said. Smith says that the pantry's donors, community partners, and volunteers are what help keep the pantry running smoothly. And the pantry has recently partnered with Parking and Transportation and Food Services on UNF for a Food for Fines initiative, where money collected from students who pay their parking fines will go directly to Lendewing between October 20th and October 25th.
The Student Government Fall 2025 Senate election is now officially canceled due to an uncontested election. According to the list of senatorial candidates in the election, 14 candidates were running, but more than 20 candidates are needed to hold a contested election. The Student Government Code says unopposed senator candidates shall be declared the winner by acclamation. No election for the respective seat shall be held. For this is the second time in a row this has happened. The 14 uncontested candidates will be sworn in at a later date. You can read more about each of them on our website.
According to AP News, while many leaders around the world are optimistic about the U.S.-brokered ceasefire in Gaza, there are early signs of strain. The ceasefire faced its first major test Sunday as Israeli forces launched a wave of deadly strikes, saying Hamas militants had killed 2 soldiers. And an Israeli security official said that the transfer of aid into the territory was halted. Health officials said that at least 36 Palestinians were killed across Gaza, including children. Israel's military said it struck dozens of Hamas targets after its troops came under fire. According to the AP News, although the ceasefire is technically ongoing, humanitarian access remains insufficient in Gaza. The World Health Organization warns aid is far below what is needed. The IDF says they will continue to uphold the ceasefire agreement and will respond firmly to any violation of it.
It's been 3 weeks since the government shutdown began, and there still seems to be no end in sight, and millions of federal workers will be affected. According to AP News, the United States Senate on Thursday rejected a bill that would have restored pay to furloughed federal employees. Democrats say they won't vote to reopen the government until Republicans negotiate an extension of tax credits created by the Affordable Care Act. Republicans say they won't negotiate until Democrats vote to reopen the government. According to AP News, critical services such as air traffic control, food aid, and preschool programs may soon face disruption. Payments for federal food and heating assistance could also run out soon, along with funding for Head Start preschool programs, several states have warned. The current government shutdown is on its 24th day, making it the second longest one in history, right behind the 34-day-long shutdown between 2018 and 2019. As long as neither political party is willing to concede, the record could soon be passed.
Well, I tell you what, it feels absolutely awesome outside.
It's finally so chilly. I love it.
It's awesome. It finally feels like the holidays are coming.
I can sit in the green and not burn up now.
Oh, I know. I can actually walk to Line 18 without heat stroke.
Yes.
It's awesome. I know, actually, I heard there's even going to be a cold front on Halloween.
Really? Do you know who knows more about that?
I think I do. That is Annette, and let's go to Annette with your weekly weather update.
Hey Ospreys, welcome back to your weekly weather update. Today it is currently sunny, 78 degrees. We got some nice weather. I'm currently in front of the Coggin College of Business, in front of the Student Union Lake. It's looking beautiful. It's a really nice day outside. Now, this weekend, temperatures are going to be cooling down a little bit. We got a slight chance of rain on Sunday, 40% chance of rain on Monday, and on Wednesday, it's looking to have a low of 53 degrees. So it's going to be a little cool this week. The reason why the temperatures are still in the 70s, going to be high of 80 on Saturday, is just because we do live in Florida, so when the sun comes out, temperatures get warmer. So Ospreys, we're going to have some cool patterns, cool mornings, cool evenings, and some warmer middays. That's your weather report, and I'll see you next week.
And now let's go to Ryan with your weekly sports update.
Hello everyone, I hope things are going well in your classes because they certainly are for your UNF athletic teams. And with that, let's get right into this week's UNF Sports Update. Starting on the pitch, the Ospreys women's soccer team has continued their strong play as they tied with JU in the River City Rumble 3-3 and then followed that up with a 2-1 win over Queens. They will travel to Carrollton, Georgia to play West Georgia to end the regular season. Switching to the men's side, the UNF men's soccer team suffered a loss to ASUN foe Florida Gulf Coast 1-0 last Saturday. This loss snapped the Ospreys' 9-game win streak, and they will look to bounce back against JU in the River City Rumble tomorrow night. Running over to the course, the Ospreys men's cross-country team had a successful trip to Tuscaloosa, Alabama for the Crimson Classic as they took home second place in the 20-team field. They will turn their attention to the ASUN Championship next Friday here in Jacksonville. On the diamond, the UNF softball team kicked off their fall season last Friday with a doubleheader against St. John's River College. The Ospreys dominated, winning Game 1 8-0, and followed that up with a 9-0 victory. They will host Chipola tonight for a doubleheader. Lastly, skating over to the rink, the UNF ice hockey team had an impressive weekend as they took down Florida State twice by the scores of 7-4 and 6-3. This marked 3 straight wins, and next they will play a 2-game series against JU this weekend. That's all I have for you all today. See you next time.
And that's all about we have for you today, Ospreys.
Remember, consider donating to support Spinnaker through the link in the description below.
And for all things Spinnaker, check out our website, unfspinnaker.com.
Also, make sure to follow us on our Instagram at UNF Spinnaker and check out the rest of our YouTube for more content.
And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Austin Thielen.
And I'm Gabrielle Forbes.
And we will see you next week on
With
Spinnaker's
Nest
News.
Swoop!